All right, you just watched the video on how a battery works. So a battery, its purpose is pretty simple. It's meant to push the charges around a closed circuit, so those charges being electrons. But what I'm going to focus on right now is how do we know how much push it has? So this push is called voltage. You might also hear it referred to potential difference in textbooks. I'm going to avoid that term and try to keep it pretty simple and just say the voltage. All right. So this happens from the video. You notice there's two charged plates, one positive, one negative. And what actually happens internally in the battery is it creates an electric field. So we've already learned that an electric field goes from positive charges to negative, and the strength of this field is determined by how much each of the plates are charged. So that's one thing that can affect how much push, or voltage we call it, the battery has. So if your plates are charged up even more, if there's a bigger difference in the amount of protons and electrons on each side, you'll have more of an electric field and more of a voltage or push. The other thing that the push of the battery also depends upon is the distance in between the plates. So if you actually make the distance of the plates further apart, that will increase the voltage or the push of the battery. All right, pretty simple idea. So mathematically, how would we then solve for that? Well, V stands for voltage, so I think that's kind of nice. It's not like a random letter. And it's dependent upon the electric field strength created by the plates and the distance between them. All right, if you're ever unsure if they're giving you a voltage or not, the good news is the units are also voltages, or volts, you'll hear us say. Excuse me. So if you think about batteries in your bag that I gave you, you have 1.5 volt batteries. So the unit is actually the same variable, same letter, as the variable. All right, 9.5 batteries and so forth. Your wall outlet's actually 120 volts. Okay? So use this equation to, of course, help you solve for the voltage of a battery. And this should definitely help you guys out with WebAssign. All right, good luck, everybody.